Estamos aquí en la sala telefónica con el maestro Lang Lang. Ya hemos platicado con ustedes y seguiremos platicando con ustedes más adelante al respecto. Vamos a tener la oportunidad aquí en Efecto Financiero de platicar con él. Maestro, welcome to Mexico.
Thank you, gracias.
And welcome here in Efecto Financiero, our broadcast company. Were you born in a musical family? Were you born musical?
Yeah, my father plays Chinese violin called erhu, and my mom loves singing and dancing. So yeah, it's quite musical.
So it's natural for you. It's almost genetical for you. The
Yeah,
music.
I mean, but it's more Chinese folk music. So I mean, I choose the piano, which is the Western instrument. So it's kind of musically it's natural, but culturally it's quite different.
Yes, yes, of course. What has been growing as a musical talent since you were a kid? Too much sacrifice, effort, life discipline?
Yeah, I mean, very unfortunately, you can't escape that. You need to be working hard, concentrated, always focus, and never stop. It's quite challenging life.
Soul?
Sorry?
Because it's different, discipline than soul. Discipline gives you technical skills. Soul gives you music.
Yeah, but I mean, normally it's you actually the musical sense you're born with. You can't practice and to get any emotions. It's just totally different thing. And fortunately, when I was a kid, I always been quite sensitive about music, so quite sensitive. But the more important thing, not only the technique, but also the knowledge is very important. You can have soul, but if you don't know where to put, it's waste of your emotions as well. So in music, it's not just give it out, and then you have it. It's not like that. You need to know how to think it and how to bring it out, when to bring it out, why you are bringing out, why you are holding back, why are you giving in that moment. So it's all about very precisely planning. But in the real concert, you forget about all those things. It should be just come naturally, like the first time you were performing it.
Who discovered first your talent and the need to be driven into a special education? Was your family? Was a special master teacher that you had in China?
Actually, my first teacher, Professor Zhu, in my hometown, Shenyang, and she thought that I have ability and I should move to another bigger city and to pursue my dream.
And from there, where did you go to pursue your dream?
So first I went to Beijing, and the capital of China, and so I started to study for 5 years. And then to America, to Curtis Institute of Music.
Curtis Institute.
In Philadelphia. So I realized, as a classical musician, we must study in the West, because that's where the cultures from, and then when I'm turning 25, I studied in Berlin with Daniel Barenboim for a few years.
Con Movistar no tienes límites. Llévate un prepago ilimitado. Minutos y mensajes a comunidad Movistar ilimitados. Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp y tu correo ilimitados. 500 minutos a cualquier compañía de México, Estados Unidos y Canadá, solo recargando 200 pesos al mes. Movistar, compartida la vida es más.
Let me be emphatic, because all the kids that you're promoting through your foundation and through your ambassador quality of Telefónica, from those hundreds of kids, they're going to just spring a couple of great talents. Is that the real fact?
I mean, everyone that we're helping now, we're supporting, they are quite exceptional, and I believe there will be a few great pianists coming out from this group of people. But obviously, they're still very young, and once you are, below 14 years old, everything can happen. So I think it's still pretty early to say. It still need to have few years of study and to really know whether the great talent will become a great pianist. It takes a few years.
Lastly, but not least, of course, more about your being ambassador of Telefonica in your life, and of course your foundation.
I mean, being with Telefonica is a really great, really a wonderful experience, and we're having wonderful projects together, such as last year, Telefonica helped me to get 60 kids from all over the world to come to Berlin, and we did a concert in the O2 Arena with. I still remember the first rehearsal. We had 7 different translators to translate the important knowledge into 7 different languages, and it was a real international cooperation work of making music, and then of course in the future we will do more this type of event, and this is why this is my trip to Mexico this time. Tomorrow I will work with 3 of the kids from Mexico on a master class.
Fantastic, that master class.
Yeah, and so my foundation is also doing a lot of things together with a few very good partners, including Telefonica, to bring music to a bigger audience and to create interesting new method of education. So we have a few educators now writing method now with me, and we're going to distribute it in public schools, and so hopefully we will have a real good system in the future. Yeah, that takes some time.
Please come very soon again to Mexico. You have lots of fans and lots of cities to visit where you will be able to interpret with Telefonica, with being your ambassador of Telefonica, and with your foundation.
Thank you, gracias.
Thank you very much, Maestro Lang Lang.
All the best.
You too. All the best.